Well, good morning. It's May, and it's raining. It's 5:30 in the morning. I'm gonna get out of the rain. Walter's inside. I was gonna sleep until 6. I go, nah, yeah, progressively get up a little earlier. What I had forgotten was I had looked at the weather earlier and saw that it was gonna rain until probably around 6 a.m. But I forgot about that. Well, we're up, so let's get going, you know? We can always, let's see, get to the John Deere tractor here quickly if we can. Let's see, May now, so I've got to, I think, fertilize a soybean field. I did get down in that cornfield at the end of the last episode and fertilize it again, so it is fully fertilized. I'm gonna head over by the greenhouse. I think I loaded the trailer last night with what had come out. I'm trying to think if I used the tractor or the skid steer before I took it back down. I don't even remember now. Or did I even have the skid steer up here? No new pallets, so it's just these. We'll just take them over to the little kiosk. I'm interested in seeing the grass, seeing what the grass looks like today. I think we may need to cut it. There's some other things I want to look at maybe doing. Yeah, look at that. The corn's growing already. Oh. Okay, some grass. Corn job. We'll look at that later. Over by the grass here now. So I think this is the final growth state. Boy, I'd hate to be wrong though, you know? Nah, I think that's right. I'm wrong. You hate to be wrong on something like that, I tell you. $6,457, yes sir. Good deal. All right. There is still a bale in the cattle. Oh, right there. My poor blue drive's out in the rain. Need more buildings, huh? It's almost 6 o'clock already. Wow. So I had hoped to get some more timber done yesterday, but it didn't happen. So I think we'll have to grab lumber out of the building to sell today if we're going to do that. And hopefully we can get over and get some more cut. Let's see. across the road at the... Oh my! There's a lot more weeds in there than I had expected. I thought it was... Whoa! Ah! I thought it was a lot less than that. Oh man, that sucks. I guess we'll have to get the sprayer out and spray the weeds. I had not expected it to be that bad. We're in the tractor, we'll drive the tractor around. I did spray the cornfield, so it should be fine. We'll go all the way out. We'll check the sawmill. Barley field looks nice. Yeah, it looks like one of everything in the sawmill. Let's check. Make sure. Yeah, one of everything. So we can grab another one from the shed over here. We can get our usual 45,000. Doing it that way. And maybe we can get over and do some more tree work. I think severe weather watch for later in the day. Yeah, cornfield looks absolutely perfect. Okay, so from what I'm seeing, looks like maybe the grass. What are we doing on hay bales? I want to go check this. I want to get this sunflower field, I think, at some point. Probably when we get the bond back for the land by the railroad tracks, which would be after we can cut the grass. And then we got this building, which is like the other one. It's kind of useless. Could tear this whole barn down and put something else in over here. So hay bales, I got plenty of hay, so we can cut it for silage. I wonder if it's the last growth state or not. I'd say if we could get like 10 bales off of it, I mean, it'll be obvious whether it is or not when you do it, because you get about half the yield. Trying to think how many bales we used to get off of here. When we did all the verges, we would get, I think, one more bale than would fit on the trailer for about. I am just wasting time here. I should just go park and wait for the rain to stop. 31 months on the cows. Are they really going up that much in price? I need to pay attention. $32.91. I think we got $3,600 for them when they were sold those once, but I'm not sure. All right, I guess I'll park and wait for the rain to stop. Or the store to open, one of the two. We can go do timber work. It's an idea. That is an idea. We could go get the... Yeah, why not? No, it's crowded in here. We get the fence out, grab the logging trailer, and head over towards the timber site. Alright, so spray for weeds. Oh, wow. Fertilize. Grass work. I hate grass work. And then there's one other thing I'm thinking about doing. Actually, let's drive that way. Now. Weeds, fertilizer, grass. Let's check the grass field. I don't know if I should. I want to cut across, but I think that's probably not a good idea. Go around. I don't like that view. I wish I could get rid of those trees. They're gonna be here forever. Gonna waste all the episode driving around in the rain. Alright, so this grass, how's this look? That's not fully grown. Is it? This looks different from the grass over at my place, doesn't it? I don't know. I hate to get it wrong. I'd hate to get half the yield that you ought to get. I've got a scheme, money-making scheme. Is there a track here? There is. All right. So this field on my left has got weeds in it. I think it's parsnips. I'm not looking forward to doing something like parsnips, that's for sure. But a mod came out recently that I think I want to try and employ. We need to do it sooner rather than later. So once the store opens, we're going to get on it. But what I want to do is I want to farm crawfish. Now I know those of you are saying, hey, crawfish come from Louisiana, not Arkansas. Well, that's not entirely true. You can get crawfish from Arkansas. Louisiana is a bordering state. And the red swamp crawfish is actually the one that's kind of most commercially available. So what I'm thinking is if we take this pond and we raise crawfish in it. So that's the idea. This land will cost about $140,000. We can afford it. I mean, we got to do it. That gives us another field we got to worry about. It's got weeds in it. I don't know if we can drive on that. We can just come over and spray it, I suppose. So that's the plan. Let's head over and take down some trees. Let's see. Extend that back out. Unfold that. Okay, I see 1, 2, 3 trees right here. I think there's one down the hill too, right? 4. All right. I hate to do this. The rain finally stopped just as we got over here, didn't it? For here, we might as well get it done. well that took a lot longer than I thought it would. That's the way it goes sometimes. I don't know if I'll sell lumber after all. I'm not sure. Got to get to work on things. And I want to get that the crawfish production going, because April, May, June are the high months for that. I'm not sure how fast it goes. We're getting into it kind of late. The mod just came out, what, between the last episode and this one, I think, so. I need to cut that, should have cut that grass. I don't know. Alright, so I don't know whether I get the brood stock at the sell-by or at the store. We gotta grab a trailer. I need more fertilizer too. I'll get some fertilizer while we're there. Alright, we'll head to the store. We'll walk over to the bank. We'll finish the purchase of that land. We'll get our fertilizer. I'll check on the brood stock. I'd like to get it from the sell-by, but I don't think you can. So we'll just consider the implement dealer like a farm store, I guess. I'm pretty sure we can get it there. We'll just park in the middle of the parking lot. People can go around, they can see it. Alright. So we're in farmland. It's gonna be up here, plot 26. It's 140,000. Well, it has to be done. So that's ours now. I need 2 bags of fertilizer and let's say 2 pallets of brood stock. Drop the trailer off. I should try and get some workers to do something for me too while I'm here. Used equipment. Wow, that would be nice. We're just spending our money though. We're all tied up in land and bonds and stuff. Well. Yield improvements, consumables, solid fertilizer bag, 2. So under objects and pallets, down there at the end, let's get 2 of these. And then let's load it up. I'm gonna see if I can put the fertilizer over the axle and then the pallets I'll put more towards the front, I think. I don't know what's going on. It's like it's got a film over it, and it doesn't have a film over it. I guess it's just the way the angle of the camera is looking at it. Let me get this one on there too. Alright, there we go. Let's run over there. What's the best way to get there? Alright, so we're here on the land. I'm trying to figure out where I've got to pull up right here. I'm going to drop the trailer off. Alright. got a couple of things we have to do here. But I think we're all right. Okay. So we need to put in our crawfish production. And as always, whenever you go into build mode and do something, you want to make sure you save the game so that, well, nothing bad happens. So we're going to put our crawfish production right in here. So let me take care of that. So there it is. I don't know if I got it in the right spot. This is the pallets are going to spawn over here. I should have probably turned it a little and had it a little more up towards the stones, but I guess we'll see how it works out. So let me get the straps off of here. Uh-oh. All right, we got it. I was thinking it wasn't going to work. So we get a thumbnail here. Think that'll do? Let's get this in there too. So I think we had it at height. I think that's what did it. Had to just find the magical spot. All right, well, I don't know what to tell you. I got one in. I don't know how, but I'm having trouble with the trigger, finding the trigger on it. So I think it's producing now with this one slowly. I'll come over as I have more time. You see I've got time slowed down to half time speed just because I've been raising and lowering. I got one in. I'll have to go back and see exactly where I was holding it at the time. to see if I can get that going. But man, it's a mess. All right, so let's get back to farming. All right, we're back at the farm with the fertilizer. Man, we gotta get going on the farming. Walter's giving me a judgmental look. Let's see. Go ahead, we'll drop that off there. Fertilizer is full. Let's drop the weight off here. I think if I want to get anything done, I'm going to have to make use of workers here. So let's see. We want the soybeans fertilized, and then we want to go see if we can spray that field of parsnips, I guess. And then we'll come back and spray the soybean field. And then we'll worry about the grass this afternoon, maybe. If I have time. If I can get a worker started on this, I'll come over and grab the sprayer. He'll run out at some point. I can come over and finish it. I'm thinking. Worker. Oh, I forgot. They won't do it with the bag on there. Forgot about that. They think the bag's an obstruction in front of them. No. Why? There we go. Just want to drop the bag off. There we go. Okay. This girl will do it for me. All right. We get the Challenger and the sprayer out. I wonder if I have enough herbicide. I might have to go buy some more. Can I get the sprayer out without moving the truck? I think so. Gonna have to be careful though. I haven't checked on the chickens in a while. I should see if they've got their eggs done. No. Okay. Man, weren't we spraying at the end of the last episode? I'm not happy about the not being able to get the broodstock of the shrimp, the crawdads in there. But I did get one in. It's my fault because I probably placed it in free mode. blame myself. How much herbicide do I have? What was I thinking, buying a field that had parsnips in it? You have to wonder. Alright, it's 12 o'clock noon. We're arriving back at the farm. The workers stopped working because they ran out of fertilizer. They're somewhere in the field over here. There they are. Was she on the headlands at the end? I don't know. Just left it right there. Just quit on me. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll back up just a hair. I'm going to lower it, drop it down. And I'll go get that bag, but how did she do? Let me check the map. And I want the soil composition. Let's turn the weeds off if I can. Alright, well that's where she got to. Alright. I think I'll end up having to probably finish this up myself. And then I'll have lunch. Straight over here. I heard, whoa. Alright, well it's a little after 1:30. We finished up lunch. We're like 3/4 of the way through the episode and like halfway through the day. If you look in the upper right, we got tornado watch for later this afternoon. I don't know if I'll be recording anymore at that point or not, as much time as we've already used. Walter, I was gonna spray the weeds over in the soybean field, and I got the sprayer parked over here, but I think I do. There it is. It's way back there by the gate. But we already sprayed this morning, so I figured I'd do something else. I'm going to jump in the fence. We're going to cut the grass over here. We'll bale it for silage. I need to take a look at the equipment too, because like stuff needs maintenance, needs to be washed. I think I've got enough hay to last me for a while. Could probably give a bale to the cattle. I think think we'll be all right. Let's see. What's the front mower there? I think so. So we'll put the front mower on. I don't think I'm gonna go around and get like everything, all the areas around the fields. I'm just gonna get this grass area over here and try and get as far as I can. If I time lapse and jump cut through it, maybe I can get it in the episode. It's tough to do the recordings right now because of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Don't want to miss any games, right? Alright, let's see. I'm going to get as far over as I can, so I'm going to try and pull in all that. Let's try and get all this here. Oh, I guess that doesn't really matter, does it? Well, it gives me something to guide on, though. I don't know. Okay, so we'll cut it. It will windrow it for us, right? Or swath it, whatever you want to call it. So let me mow. What I gotta do? Mow, bale, and wrap. just turned 4 o'clock, and I think I got the proper number of bales off of here, that we got the full yield that we should have. What I'm not sure about is the other grass field, if it was at the same growth state as this one was. It's tough to say. And then I'm not sure how much time is left. I think the tornado watch is supposed to start around 5 o'clock. I don't know if I'm going to have time to include it in this episode, or if we start the next episode with it and then we go into the next day. I don't know. It's probably what we'll do. We'll start the next episode. I'll show you the tornado, and then the day will begin, and we'll assess the damage. I'm taking a risk here with leaving these bales out in the field, but I suppose if I leave them spread out like this, the tornado's less likely to get all of them. I don't know. Not quite sure. But we did get quite a bit done. Maybe I'll spray that field before I put the sprayer away. So I'm gonna have to do that. But I think I'll probably just go ahead and leave you here. We got the field bale and raft all here at the beginning of May. Let's go ahead and we'll drop this off here. But I think that was a pretty busy episode. I'd like to thank you for hanging out with me here at Riverbend Springs. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. If you don't subscribe yet, why not? Don't cost nothing. See you next time.
テーション